Audio Jungle.
Horrific. A 22-year-old man is expected to be charged for the gruesome murder of two young children, one his son, the other his common-law stepson, whose bodies were recovered on Wednesday in Swamp District in Monique St. Anne after they went missing the previous night. Dead are 1-year-old Amir Saunders and 3-year-old Shamir Henry. Minutes before 6:30 p.m. on Wednesday, Acting Senior Superintendent of Police Ron Elliott, Police Commandant for St. Anne, told reporters that the suspect was not yet charged and investigations were ongoing by the Major Investigations Division and the local Criminal Investigations Branch. Earlier, Elliott had indicated to reporters that the man would be charged based on evidence given by the children's mother, who has reported to the Monique police that she saw him stabbing the children with a pair of scissors, forcing her to flee to the station. The police account of the incident painted a harrowing picture. At 8 p.m., the young common-law couple were in a house drinking ganja tea as the two children were either playing or asleep in a crib. Possibly as a result of the effects of the tea, an argument developed between the couple. The young man grabbed a pair of scissors and attacked the woman, who somehow managed to escape, but as she glanced back, she saw him turn his anger on the children, stabbing them with the scissors. She dashed to the Monique police station and reported the incident. When the police arrived at the home, the children could not be found, only a splatter of blood to suggest the worst, and the young man was in an intoxicated state. He was taken into custody while the police launched a search for the children. The following morning, the bodies of the children were discovered, one at the back of the house and the other some distance away. As news spread of the murders, the outrage grew. Lloyd Gary, counsel for the Monique Division, knew the children. He also knows the accused and his father. When I learned of it, I was shocked. I was hoping that when they couldn't find the kids, I was hoping that they were somewhere. But when realized that they are in a new day after midnight, I was saying for a 1-year-old to be somewhere, it could cause concern. So I really started to think otherwise. I was hoping for the best, but then the call came that sometime in the morning before noon, they found them. In a release, the Child Protection and Family Services Agency, CPFSA, lamented the traumatic impact of the such incident. This gruesome incident is beyond tragic. It is absolutely horrific. We started to think of what those innocent children may have endured in their final moments. Our hearts are also with the mother who has suffered the devastating loss of her only two children, said CPFSA CEO Loretta Adams Thomas. Our investigations into the matter are ongoing, and while we are unable at this time to confirm whether there was a history of violence in the home, what we know is that these gruesome acts have left scars not only on the family but on the wider community. Adams Thomas said the CPFSA would organize 2 meetings in the community, one with the adults and another with the children, to assist them in processing this grief and trauma following the tragedy. Incidents such as these can cause deep trauma for residents, especially children, who may struggle to make sense of what has happened. As in our practice, the CPFSA will work with community-based partners such as schools, churches, and other government agencies present in the community to support the healing process. These group sessions will help to assess the extent of grief being experienced by the members of the community, especially the children, and further, counseling interventions where needed. In the meantime, Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness, in a release, also expressed condolences to the mother of the infants. I extend my deepest condolences to the grieving mother, family members, and the wider community, who must now grapple with this unimaginable pain and loss. No parent should ever have to endure such a tragedy, and as a country, we mourn alongside them, the Prime Minister noted. As a society, we must be vigilant in safeguarding the well-being of our children. Whenever there are signs that they may be at risk, it is important that the action is taken to protect them. The government remains committed to strengthening our system of support for families and ensuring that our agencies are responsive in situations where children may be endangered. Protecting the most vulnerable among us is not only a duty of the state, but also a responsibility of each and every citizen. Elliot, in the meantime, is encouraging the public to find peaceful ways to resolve their differences. We believe that the couple had an argument and it would have resulted in what transpired here in the night. We do have the Domestic Violence Intervention Center that persons can utilize to resolve their dispute. We also partner with the Restorative Justice Center and the Victim Support Unit, where persons can get help in resolving their differences. We also want to encourage neighbors to anonymously report disputes, Elliot told journalists.
Last night, sometime about minutes to 8 o'clock, a female attended the Manic police station and reported an incident. As a result, the police responded, and when they arrived in Swamp District at the premises, they would have observed blood in a room, and they observed a young man who, it is alleged, would have stabbed two minors, a 1-year-old child, male child by the name of Amir Saunders, and a 3-year-old male child by the name of Shamir Henry. It is also alleged that the couple both consumed ganja tea, after which he became hysterical and boisterous and began stabbing the two children who were inside the house in a crib, utilizing a scissors. And since that time, he was taken into custody. A search was launched for both children, and they have since been found. I can also confirm that both of them are dead. We want to encourage members of the public across St. Anne to find ways of resolving their differences, because we believe that couple had an argument and it would have resulted in what transpired here last night. We do have the Domestic Violence Intervention Center where persons can utilize to resolve their disputes. We also partner with the Restorative Justice Center out in St. Anne's Bay and the Victim Support Unit. And these are agencies and entities where persons can get help in resolving their differences.
Social media users rebuke Voss blessing of school buses. Transport Minister Voss sprinkling of what appeared to be white rum during Wednesday's blessing ceremony for 60-row school buses has attracted rebuke from social media users who view the practice as being part of hobby and witchcraft. The sermon was held at Jamaica House. Following video posting of the occasion, social media users went into overdrive with their comment. "I thought we blessed things with prayer and the Bible," commented one user. "They take us for a joke," another user exclaimed. While many of the users found the actions of the minister humorous, others thought it was outright wrong. One user commented that you cannot use ancestral witchcraft to bless. The prayer warriors need to come out and rebuke the demonic spirit set over these buses. Another user said, "Mark my words, parents, do not send your children in those buses. That man just did a ritual before your eyes." The 60 buses represented the first batch of 110 school buses that have been commissioned to transport students to and from school in rural Jamaica beginning September 8 on the government's Rural School Bus Program. To subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.